Hey guys, and welcome to the Hobby News. Okay, before we get started on the Warhammer stuff that's coming out, I guess, soon, let's take a look, or take a moment to look at some of my own stuff that's coming out. So let's jump across to the Blood of Gods website here and have a little look. So currently at the moment, I have a bunch of STLs that are available, and this month we see the release of I'll just take you across the store. So we see the release of the Flesh Troll here. So he's free right now. This is the support the artist version, but you can download him right now for free and print him out. So if you come back to the store here and then we go down, there we go, the free version, you just click on it and yeah, you can download him and paint him up. There's also, where are we here? Yeah. So we've also got Kogal here as well. He's free. He's always free. So just some things that I've got on offer. We're coming very close to the end of this month. There is another 2 in this series of busts that I'm releasing, and that one will be coming out next week. I don't have a pre-release photo or anything of it there, but if you've been following along with my hobby blogs, vlogs, you'll have seen him. I've been painting him up. So yeah, he'll be out next week. But I just want to do a bit of shameless plugging there before we get started, just to show you what's available. If you're in Australia, I do also have a card game for the brand, but it's currently out of stock, so I can't do a shameless plug for that as well. But yeah, the busts are there. They're great. They're fun to print out. They all come out at around 2.5 inches tall. These are all done on resin printers at about 50 microns, and on a couple of different printers as well, and so you can see that the details coming out very similar. They're all really cool. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you that before we get started. So now on to the meat and potatoes of this week's news. So we'll come across to Warhammer, and we have yeah, a whole bunch of stuff going on. So if we scroll down, we've got all kinds of things. They've got their Warhammer Fest going on. I'm new back into the hobby after a long hiatus, and I guess Hobby Fest is kind of like, would that be what like Games Day would have been back in the day? I don't know, but anyway, maybe someone can tell me. But it looks like that's what replaced it, in some way anyway. And obviously because of COVID and everything, they're doing an online version. So we'll take a look at that in a sec. And then we've got a bunch of releases here coming. Some pretty exciting stuff, pretty cool. If you're into Elves, then there's something nice coming for that. Yeah, so let's take a look and see what all of this is all about. So we'll start with, I guess, the Warhammer Fest and take a look. Yeah, so we've got online, obviously. So yeah, hold on to your helmets because it's almost time for another Warhammer Fest. Around this time in the year, we'd usually be gearing up to see you all at our in-person event. So yeah, it must be the games day for them now, and it's unfortunate that we won't be able to for a second year running. But the good news is we've got far too much stuff that we need to show you. So instead, we're pleased to announce that you can all join us for the first Warhammer Fest online. Okay, so yeah, and I would imagine they do have a lot considering how backed up they would be due to COVID. There's probably a lot of new releases that they'd already planned to bring out that haven't yet. And so if we come down here, yeah, we've got their schedule. So that's nice. They're giving you a bit of an idea of what's happening, which is always good. Communication is good. We all know that that's not always a thing, so it's nice. So we've got some Age of Sigmar stuff. We've got a couple of 40Ks, Black Library, box games, and so on, and then something on the Saturday. I'm sure this will be like a big reveal or something that's coming maybe in the next few months or something like that, some other big thing. They just released those Slaanesh models, which are really cool, which was like out of the blue, so who knows what this one will be. So yeah, that looks all pretty cool. I'll definitely try to cover it now that I'm doing these little news segments for the channel. So that'll be cool. Yeah, but this all looks pretty good. It's just basically an online version of like a mini little games day for everyone. That's really cool. It looks like they've got a nice spread of different releases here, so everyone gets a look in. It's not just 40k or just Primaris, Primaris Marines. We've got something else going on there, which is nice. So that's cool. So let's jump into the first one. So I think we'll go to 40k first. Sorry, Age of Sigmar. We'll take a look at this. So this looks really cool. So yeah, they've been releasing a few of these the last, I guess, month or so, or a few weeks. I've seen a few of them come out. And this one looks pretty good. I think I like this a little better. I like the, you know, the nod to the old days for like big banners and stuff like that. That's really cool that they've gone for like quite a large banner. You can see there it's like, I guess maybe the same height as, or taller than her. Like it's very big. It does look like it's a sculpted banner. I'm sure it's plastic, so that's pretty cool. So for those of us out there that don't want to hand paint the banner, that's pretty good. And yeah, it's looking pretty nice. They've got like, oh yeah, got little things on the back there you can paint. That's cool. So yeah, someone's definitely gone to town in the heavy metal studio doing some freehand on there, looks like. Maybe a little bit of transfers as well. Yeah, she looks pretty cool. I don't know if you can, you can't zoom in on it, so we'll just have to, you know, squint. But yeah, the pose looks nice. It looks a little bit tipped there. I don't know why. It seems like she's kind of, I guess, stepping forward maybe. Yeah, it's a bit hard to tell there, but yeah, it's a little maybe awkward in the way she's stepping, but it looks like there's a step underneath her, so maybe that looks better from a different angle, but it looks a little strange that she's kind of tipped slightly. But anyway, I'm sure that'll look better. You can see there it's on a better angle there, so probably stands okay. But yeah, I like the inclusion of the banner. That's nice, and all the little details around it. All these kind of added features are good for that sort of gothic imperial, I guess, you know, 40k vibe that sisters have. And yeah, even this nice little top piece here is pretty good. Doesn't feel out of place. Yeah, all in all, it seems like a really nice little standard bearer. I mean, let's take a look and see what she is. So here we go. Welcome to the latest installment of the Battle Sisters Bulletin. Our regular look at some of the coolest things that are on the way for the Adeptus Sororitas. Is that how you say it? Last time we met a new division of the elite Celestian Order, and today something or someone even fancier is coming into view. The position of reliquant, okay, at arms is typically given to long-standing members of the order's Pronitus? I don't know how to say that. Someone will definitely be able to explain how to pronounce that better than I will. My Latin isn't very good. The holy protectors and reclaimers of the thousands of artifacts covered by the Adeptus Sororitas. So yeah, okay. So it's like a, I guess, yeah, like a veteran that's looking after ancient relics, I suppose. They are skilled both in the care and restoration of ancient relics, as well as the destruction of those who would do them harm. So it's definitely handy to have one around when a crusade is calling. So yeah, they're basically, you know, going into battle with all of the precious artifacts and inspiring everyone around them. So a standard bearer, which is cool. You know, that's all good. That's a nice addition. I don't know if they had one of these beforehand, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, all in all, I like it. I think it's good. It looks like that's a sculpted base, so that's pretty good too. Yeah, the face, yeah, not too bad. I don't know. I mean, mixed feelings about a lot of the sisters range. Like some of the heads and the sculpts and the haircuts and everything seem really cool, and then others are kind of weird and a little bit strange. I don't know whether it's just a paint job or what, but sometimes they look a little bit odd. Looks like you can give it a helmet as well, which is nice, so I'd probably give it the helmet, but it's okay. I don't know. It's just a weird... I'd have to see it in person to know exactly what's going on there. But otherwise, it's pretty cool. I can see a lot of conversions being done with this. I like all these straps and the belts and everything. That's pretty cool. So overall, it's a nice figure. All right, well, that's 40k. Let's go on and see some stinking elves here. Sorry, everyone that loves elves. I'm not the biggest fan, but you know, we've got to check it out. Since I'm doing this news thing, I guess I should try to be as objective as possible. And on an objective point of view, being a sculptor and looking at this from a sculptor's eye, yeah, there's some nice stuff going on here. I like the flow in this. You know, I enjoy what's happening down here. So you've got, you know, this motif here and this is kind of echoing one another, and then this is framed in the center. So it's definitely a very unique little design idea to create this type of composition. This long pipe, although really cool, sort of takes your eye away from this. It doesn't quite point towards, you know, the centerpiece of this model, but it is cool. I don't know, I have to see it in the flesh the way that's angled, but apart from that, like this type of thing sort of pulls you back in. Everything's flowing up towards this area. The way everything you know, it's all pretty harmonious, and the color scheme is beautiful. They've chosen some nice choices there to bring your eye towards the focal point. So that's all really cool. And even the additions of this sort of purple and so on is really cool. That would have been cool to get a bit of this purple down maybe somewhere in here, would have been really nice. Or even maybe on this little bracelet thing here, or the armor pieces there, that would have been cool. Or even bring the fade of purple into this, that would have been good too. But yeah, I don't know, that's just I guess a subjective thing. That's just my personal opinion. Or even into these would have been nice. A little bit of this purple down into here, since that's all part of a tree that's, you know, got these purples a little bit into here, would have been pretty cool. But that might go into the lore of this character. I'm not quite sure. So let's have a look and see. We're not going to press play on that because I'll probably get taken off YouTube. But here we go, where we got there. Okay, so just when you thought the mortal realms had reached the pinnacle of strangeness, along came a floating tree spirit with a magical war flute. Well, yeah, that's exactly what it is. In the upheaval caused by the events of the Broken Realms saga, Aliriel, I guess, has been hard at work scouring. Okay, I'm not even going to say that. The realm of life from the taint of chaos. Well, that's sad. Chaos is just trying to have fun. When the Everqueen sings a song of cleansing at the oak of ages past, something entirely new springs from the roots. Well, yeah, it's definitely new. It's a kind of an adventurous design for Games Workshop. Well, no, I guess that all that new Luminef stuff and everything is kind of got all this kind of like big, broad, curved shapes and everything. So I suppose they've been playing around with it already, but that's pretty unique for Wood Elves, or Sylvaneth as they call it now. Yeah, so that's cool. I like it. For those elf people out there, I'm sure they're enjoying this. I don't know what rules it's going to have, whether it's going to be any good in Age of Sigmar, but I'm only new to the gaming side of Age of Sigmar. I'm an old school fantasy player, so Age of Sigmar is a little bit of an alien thing to me. Like, it's, you know, the stat lines and everything and the way it is kind of a bit strange, but I'm enjoying it. I'm slowly getting into it. I've been doing all the Flesh Eater Courts and Blight King Nurgle stuff at the moment, and that's all been really fun. So I'm hoping the game is as good as it looks, hopefully. Okay, so we've got some details down here as well. Yeah, this is all pretty interesting. I don't know how unique this stuff is compared to the rest of the range, but it does feel like it's very different from other Sylvaneth stuff, from what I can tell from the limited experience I've had with the Age of Sigmar range. But yeah, looks pretty good. I'm sure Elven players will be happy with this. As long as the rules are okay and everything kind of works, it should be pretty good. Does it say anything about the War Scroll? Not really. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. All right, on to the next one. So now we've got Necromunda. So they're releasing a lot of stuff. They got quite a bit here, and I believe for Necromunda they already released like a limited edition box or whatever it was. I think that's what they did, similar to like Indominus and all that. So this must be the standard box that they're releasing. I think so. I could be wrong on that, but anyway, the new Necromunda Hive War boxed set is the perfect way to get started with Necromunda. Well, yeah, usually is. The fast-paced, violent game of gang warfare set in the grim darkness of the far future. Join us as we lift the lid and explore the incredible contents that will have you fighting to control your own corner of the Underhive in next to no time. Yeah, these are all really pretty cool. Necromunda's always been a good box set. Tons of conversion possibilities for other armies in 40k and fantasy, or Age of Sigmar now. All of the terrain pieces and all the different things that you get in these type of kits are all really cool. It does look like it does look smaller than that other box that came, the limited edition one, I think, had more than what's here, it looks like, but it still looks like a pretty good deal. Yeah, you've got a nice rulebook there, and then the most important thing, the minis. So these all look really cool. See if we get a bigger, there we go. Yeah, so you get like a couple of the gangs, and these look really good. I was looking at these for cultists for one of the Chaos armies I was doing, and they look really cool. They could work really well as cultists. Super fun looking characters. And then we've got, looks like Escher here as well. Yeah. So they're all, that's classic. I really like the updated models they've done for Necromunda generally. Like, it's nice to see that still going through. I'm old school. I've been around since the beginning, and to see, even that 80s, Mohawks and all that kind of stuff are still in the game. They're still banging on that hill, like still letting them have all that sort of stuff. They haven't gotten rid of it. It's nice to see a little bit of that 80s, 90s vibe coming through in something like Necromunda. It's pretty good. So yeah, they all look really cool. And then, yeah, all of the contents. So we'll see. I'm sure these are plastic. They must be. I can't see anything that says otherwise. Yeah, they have to be. So yeah, they're on the bases and stuff. Yeah, so that's pretty good. You got some nice. This looks different though from what they've done in the past. Are these different? They kind of feel different to me. I thought you had more like sort of section pieces, kind of like this. Maybe not. Maybe they come apart. But anyway, that's interesting. So we'll see how that goes, I guess. But all these other little bits are really great, like for 40k terrain and all that kind of stuff, objective markers, all that kind of thing. You know, these kind of boxes are always awesome for that. Even this stuff is kind of cool if you're doing like a little diorama stuff or whatever, or just want to display it on your shelf. They're always really cool. Ooh, I didn't realize they were still using templates. That's something new. Okay, I haven't seen that before. So they're still using the old classic templates. Wow, that's amazing. I thought all of the games have done away with it. That's really interesting. So I'm kind of happy that's there, because that's kind of a sad part of our, the Games Workshop history that isn't around anymore, and it looks like it is in Necromunda. That's cool. All right, well, yeah, so that'll definitely please a lot of the older guys out there and girls, anyone that's collecting that enjoys this type of thing, because this was a really fun part of the hobby that I think it'd be cool to get it back in the main games. But it's nice it's in Necromunda still. That's pretty good. They haven't taken it away. All right, cool. Well, that's pretty good. And now we'll move on to, I guess, the final thing, which is just looking at, we did everything right. Battle Sister, yeah, the Elf, Necromunda. All right, cool. So yeah, just my final thoughts. Well, I think that all looks really cool. It's nice that they're got a nice pack schedule, and they're going to start releasing a bunch of stuff. And I'm sure whatever this is pertinent to whatever either game system, probably both, or one or the other. We all know that Age of Sigmar is probably going to end up having a third edition soon, sometime this year. Although because they're so backed up, who knows when we're planning to release it. But there's a lot there that this could be. New codexes for 40k, it could be anything, a new box game. Who knows? They can drop anything really, and that's kind of the fun of it, right? So that should be a good week, and I'll definitely try to cover some more. So otherwise, I guess that's it. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff if you've enjoyed this or want to just comment on what I've said, especially about the templates. It's nice that they're in a game that still exists in Games Workshop. It's got to front up for the old school. But otherwise, yeah, have a great day, and I guess I'll catch you on the next one.